So idle means like no activity. It's like something that should be moving but isn't moving, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
And sometimes
yes.
you can even use it in the same way that you use the word lazy. If you call someone idle, it means you're calling them lazy.
Okay.
Pachu, have you seen that word before, idle?
Yes.
Okay. And do you understand what it means? Is it pretty clear for you what it means?
Yes, a
Okay. Well, it
lazy
could be
person.
lazy, but really it means not moving. It means it should be moving, but it's not moving. It should be working, but it's not working.
Okay.
Okay, that's really what it means, but sometimes you can use it meaning lazy.
Yeah. Idle, we can also say it useless. Huh?
Useless and idle, I think, are two different things because something that is idle could be useful if you get it to move, but something that's useless, even if you move it, it's not going to do anything for you.
Okay.
So they're a little bit different. Mohammed, can you read the sentence, the example sentence?
The factory has been idle since the workers went on strike.
Okay, what does that mean to be on strike?
Like the worker saying, we will not work until we have a raise in salary.
That's right, something like that. Okay, the first. Can you read the first one, two, three, four, 5 words?
The factory has been idle.
Mm-hmm. In that phrase, the factory has been idle. What do you think are the most important words?
The factory and idle.
Okay, I agree with you. Now, in that word factory, which word has all of the power?
Factory.
Or which, I'm sorry,
Uh,
which syllable?
a second syllable.
That would be victory. Is it victory or factory?
So it will be the first factory.
Factory. Factory is the first syllable. That's a really important thing to pay attention to. Which syllable has all of the power? That's very important. Okay. How about in the word idle? Idle. Which syllable has all of the sound?
Idle. First letter.
The first
I.
letter. Okay. All right. Idle. So, how would you say factory plus has plus been? How does that sound when people are talking?
The factory has been idle.
Okay, but this has it. You can even make a contraction for this. This is okay to write if you want to write it. Factory's been. Factory's been.
The factory's been.
The factory's been.
The factory's been.
The factory's been idle.
The factory's been idle.
Hmm. And if you notice in English, if a word starts with a vowel sound, it will take the sound in front of it. So that's pronounced nidle, nidle, nidle,
Idle.
benidle, benidle.
Been idle.
The factory's been idle.
The factory's been idle.
Hmm. Pachu, can you say that?
The fact is been idle.
The factory's been idle. Okay. Say it again. The factory's been idle.
The fact is been idle.
Okay. Uh, Now, Pachu, let's see. What are the next? Just read the next phrase. Read the final part of the sentence. What does it say?
Since the workers went on strike.
Which words do you think are most important in that phrase?
The two is for strike and the workers.
Okay, strike and workers. Those are important words.
Yeah.
And in the word workers, which syllable has all of the power? Workers.
Were.
Workers. That's right. Workers. Can you say workers went on? Workers went on.
Workers venom.
Workers went on strike.
Workers venom strike.
The workers went on strike.
The workers venom strike.
Yeah, so you notice I don't pronounce the T in went, but in the UK they probably would. They probably would say went on. The workers went
But
on strike.
yes, but living tea is easy, smooth, and no effort.
Yeah, it's
So
easier to say no. The workers went on strike.
the workers uh, went on a strike.
The factory's been idle since the workers went on strike.
The factory's been idle since the workers went on a strike.
Mm-hmm. Mohammed, can you say workers went on strike?
Workers on a strike.
Went on, went on, went on.
Workers went on strike.
The workers went on strike.
The workers went on strike.
Since the workers went on strike.
Since the workers went on strike.
The factory's been idle since the workers went on strike.
The factory's been idle since the workers went on strike.
Okay, Mohammed, how many phrases can we divide this sentence into?
Two.
What are the two phrases?
First one will end at idle.
Can you repeat that, please?
First will end at idle.
Okay, so the first phrase ends at idle. Okay. Now in the first phrase, the factory's been idle. How would you like that to sound? Would you like that to sound serious, or would you like that to sound nice and light and friendly?
Serious.
Serious, serious. Okay. So we'll make sure that this is all blue, no high tones, only low tones. But how will we start our phrase?
It's high tone.
With a high tone. Okay. All right. So it will sound like this. The factory's been idle.
The factory's been idle.
Can you say that, Pachu? The factory's been idle.
The factory's been idle.
Mhm. The factory's been idle.
The factory's been idle.
Okay. Pachu, what about the second phrase? How would you like that to sound? Would you like that to sound serious, or do you want it to sound nice and friendly?
The happy.
Happy? You want it to sound happy? Okay. So,
Yes.
okay, so what we'll do is we're going to have to put a high tone at the final part here, but we still have to make this blue. We still have to make this low at the end because a phrase will usually end low. So we'll have to apply two tones here. Strike,
Yeah.
strike.
Strike.
Okay,
Strike.
strike. How would the phrase start?
Is a high tone.
With a high tone, because most phrases start with a high tone.
Yes.
Since the workers went on strike.
Since the workers went on strike.
The factory's been idle since the workers went on strike. Strike.
The factory's been
Sorry.
the factory's been okay. So
Go
the
ahead.
factory's been idle since the workers went on a strike.
Uh-huh. Mohammed, can you say that? Strike. Strike.
Strike.
Since the workers went on strike.
since the workers went on strike.
The factory's been idle since the workers went on strike.
The factory been idle since the workers went on strike.
Okay. Well, Mohammed, can you make a since when factory idle question?
When was the factory been idle?
How would you make a question with the factory has been idle? What would be the question?
When was
Well, this,
when was the factory been idle?
okay, but this is not was, this is has. But I'm going to change this so it's clear, so you can see it, okay? This is has been, this is present perfect. How will you make a question with the factory has been idle? What is the question form?
When the factory had been idle.
Forget about when. Just make a yes no question. Let's start with that. That's a basic question.
Is has the factory been idle?
Okay, so there's your basic
or
question.
or had?
Had is a different verb tense. We're not doing past perfect, we're doing present perfect. So we have to use has. That's what we're working with here. That had been, that has a different meaning than has been. So we don't want to change the meaning here. Okay.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Are you confused between the meaning of present perfect and past perfect?
No, I got it.
Okay. Can you make the question again? How would you say that?
Has the factory been idle?
Has the factory been idle? Okay, now that you have the basic question form, you can make a when question. Just put when in front. When?
When has the factory been idle?
Okay, but let's say since when. We have to use that. We want to use the word since. Since when has the factory been idle?
Since when the factory been since when has the factory been idle?
Okay, and you could say it like that. That would be okay, but most people probably would say, when has the factory been idle since? Can you say it like that? You put since at the end. When has the factory been
When when has the factory been idle since?
okay? And what would be the most important word in your question?
Uh, when
Yes, okay. How would you so how will you pronounce when? If it's very important, how will you pronounce it?
when
When. Make the e much longer. When. When.
when
How would you say when plus has plus the?
when as
When is the? When is the? When is the? When is the?
when the
When is or when's? You could say when's. When's the?
when the
When's z?
when
When.
when when the factory has been when the factory been idle since?
When's the factory been idle since? When has the factory been idle since?
When is the factory has been idle since?
Well, you made a little mistake. Can you try to say that again?
When's the factory been idle since?
Okay. Pachu, can you say that question? How would you say that question?
So when when is the factory been idle since?
When has the factory been idle since? Okay. What is the answer, Pachu? Since when has the factory been idle?
The factory's been idle since the workers went on strike.
Mm-hmm. Uh, Mohammed, when has the factory been idle since?
The factory has been idle since the worker went on strike.
All right. Okay, let's move on to our next word. Pachu, do you know this? Well, yes, you know this word. What is number 2?
As intrude.
What does that mean? Intrude.
Yeah. Intrude means someone who entered in a house without informing.
Without permission,
Yeah.
without being welcome, somebody who isn't wanted.
Yes.
Can you read the example sentence, Pachu?
She intruded into the meeting without being invited.
So, what do you imagine in that sentence? She intruded into the meeting without being invited.
She entered into the meeting
Mm-hmm.
without being informed.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Pachu, the first 3 words, can you say them?
She, int- she intruded into.
Oh, let's say the first 4 words. What are the first 4 words?
She intruded into.
The. Let's also add the.
She intruded into the.
What is the most important word in that phrase?
Is intruded.
Okay, and what is the biggest sound in the word intruded?
Trude.
Oh, that's right. True. I think just true. No D, just true.
True.
How
Intrude.
how would you
Intrude.
say these 3 words together? Intruded into the, like it was one word.
She, she intruded into the.
Did into the, did into the, did into the.
Did into the. Did into the. Did
Intruded,
into the.
intruded into the.
She intruded into the.
She intruded into the.
She intruded into the.
Okay. Mohammed, do you know that word intrude? Have you seen that before?
Yes, I see it in phrase say intruding thoughts.
Intrusive thoughts. Those are thoughts.
Intrusive thoughts,
What kind of thoughts are intrusive thoughts?
which come from the unconscious mind.
Could be, but the idea is they're not welcome. Okay, that they maybe they cause problems for you. Like, did you ever try to read a book and then your mind starts asking questions about something different, like what should I have for lunch? You're trying to read the book, but your mind is saying, "What should I have for lunch today?" Right? And you can't concentrate.
Yes,
Did that ever happen to you?
yes,
That's an intrusive thought. It's an unwelcome thought. You're trying to focus on something, and a different thought you didn't invite, you didn't ask, it just comes into your mind. Do you understand?
yes.
So it's the same idea. Okay. Can you say that phrase? She intruded into the.
She intruded into the.
Into the. Into the.
Yeah, I match the D intruded was into. I said into.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Go
Like
ahead and do that. Go ahead and did into the. Did into the. Did into the.
she intruded into the.
Okay. She intruded into the. What
She
are
intruded into the
What is the next word, Mohammed?
meeting.
Okay. Is that an important word, do you think?
Yes,
Okay. Which syllable has all of the power in that word?
meeting. First syllable.
Meeting, 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 meeting. She intruded.
Meeting.
She intruded into the meeting.
She intruded into the meeting.
Okay.
She intruded into the meeting.
She intruded into the meeting.
She intruded into the meeting.
Okay. Pachu, can you say that phrase?
She, in, she intruded into the meeting.
He intruded into the meeting. Okay. Pachu, what are the final three words of that phrase, of that sentence?
Without being
Mhm.
invited.
Okay. What words do you think should be very important in there?
Without invited.
Okay, without and invited. Let's see. Now it's funny because now I've said many times if you have a combination of two words together like one word, which word gets all of the emphasis?
Is with,
Uh,
without.
but not here. Okay, and that's why I'm telling you. I've always said I've always been careful to say almost always. Okay, so here's an exception.
Yeah,
Without, without.
without.
Yeah, so this is one time where you have to say out, okay, instead of with. If you say
Yes,
without, that means outside. So if you put the accent on with, it means something different. All right, so
okay,
we want to use without, meaning it didn't happen. Okay, and you also
okay.
said invited, invited.
Invited.
Where which syllable has all of the power in invited?
Bite.
Vite. Okay, invited. Just vi. Just vi.
By. Invite.
Yeah.
Invited. Yes, yes.
So we have without being invited.
Without being invited.
She intruded into the meeting without being invited.
She intruded into the meeting without being invited.
Okay, Muhammad, can you say that? Without being invited.
Without being invited.
She intruded into the meeting without being invited.
She intruded into the meeting without being invited.
Okay, all right. Uh, Muhammad, how many phrases can we divide this sentence into?
Two.
Two? What are the two phrases?
Will end at a meeting.
Okay. How would you like the first phrase to sound? Do you want it to sound happy, nice, and friendly, or serious?
Serious.
Serious, serious. You should make the e bigger when you say serious, serious.
Serious.
Yeah, it's a big sound. It's not a little sound. Okay, so that means we won't use any high tones at the end of the phrase. We'll just keep it very low. Meeting. But how will we start our phrase?
With high tone.
With a high tone, because most phrases will start with a high tone. All right, so that means that we're just going to go straight down. She intruded into the meeting.
She intruded into the meeting.
That's good. Okay, Pachu, can you say that? She intruded into the meeting.
She intruded into the meeting.
Okay, what in the final phrase, Pachu, without being invited? How would you like that to sound? Would you like that to sound nice and friendly, or do you want it to sound serious?
And the serious.
Okay, so that was a good serious, by the way. But that would be so that means that we're not going to add any high tones to the end of the phrase. We'll just keep it low. Invited, invited, invited.
Invited.
Mm-hmm.
Invited.
How will we start the phrase? How will the phrase start?
So without is high.
Without being invited.
Without being invited.
She intruded into the meeting without being invited.
she intruded into the meeting without being invited.
Okay. Mohammed, can you say that? Without being invited.
Without being invited.
Mm-hmm. She intruded into the meeting without being invited.
She intruded into the meeting without being invited.
Okay. Pachu, can you make a why is she not invited to meeting question?
Why did why did she uh, why did she not invited the meeting?
I'll help you out a little bit. I'm making a sentence, okay? The sentence is she was not invited to the meeting. So how would you make a why not question with that information?
Uh, why wasn't she invited to the meeting?
Why wasn't she invited to the meeting? Why wasn't she invited to the meeting? Okay, what is the most.
Why
Go ahead, say it again.
why wasn't she invited to the meeting?
Okay, why wasn't she invited to the meeting? What is your most important word in that question?
It's, it's a why.
Okay,
Why?
how would you say why plus wasn't plus she?
Why wasn't she? Why wasn't she?
We can make why bigger. Why wasn't she?
Why wasn't she?
So
Why wasn't she?
wasn't she? That's very small. Wasn't she? Wasn't she? Why
Why wasn't she?
why wasn't she?
Why wasn't she?
Why was
Why wasn't she?
why wasn't she invited to the meeting?
Why wasn't she invited to the meeting?
Why wasn't she invited to the meeting?
Why was she invited? Why wasn't she invited to the meeting?
Muhammad, can you say that?
Why she wasn't why she wasn't invited to the meeting?
Okay, you have to use the question form. If you're asking a question, you have to use the question form. What is the question form of she wasn't invited?
Why was she not wasn't is a question mark is a question
Okay, you have two options. One is very formal. It's not very typical, or well, I guess for some people it could be typical. Let's start with this. I'm just going to put this up on the screen. Okay. Uh, where's black? I can't find. I've got all these different colors here, but I can't find black. I'll just use this. Okay. So here's our verb with our negative word. Now you could say it like this. You could make the question form like this. Okay. But this is wait, what did I do? But this isn't it sounds pretty formal to do it like this. Was she not? You could do it. It's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But what most people will do is first so you could say why was she not? You could say it like that. Why was she not invited? Can you say it like that?
yes.
Say it.
Why she was not invited to the meeting?
Oh, but you have to use the question form. What is the question form? She was not is a sentence. It's a statement. How do you make it a question?
Why did she was not?
Are you looking at the screen? Can you see what I'm writing on the screen?
What wasn't she invited?
Why wasn't she invited to the meeting? Okay, so you could do it like this. You could say, was she not? All right, so you could say, why was she not? But that sounds very formal, and it's not very typical, I think, in like conversational English, especially to say it like that. Usually, what you'll do is first you'll make the contraction, and then you'll carry everything to the front, and you'll say, why wasn't she? Right? Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay. But you have to use the question form. Either way, you have to make a question form. Okay. So can you make the question again? Why?
Why the question form is dead or
This is not a do verb. We have the verb to be, so you don't use do. You okay. I'm going back to the screen here. Okay, this is the statement form. Statement form. Can you see that I'm writing statement form here? And this is the question form. So if you want to make questions like what, when, why, where, who, how, you have to use the question form. Okay, there's no do because this is not a do verb.
yes, I said why wasn't she? Is that right?
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Yes, I said that. I thought you say it. It's not right.
Oh no, it is right. Okay, I'm sorry. I guess I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry if maybe I misheard you. I don't know. But why wasn't she? Why wasn't she?
Why wasn't she
Okay. What?
intro? Why wasn't she invited to the meeting?
Okay. Why wasn't she invited to the meeting? I don't have an answer to that. Can you think of an answer, Pachu or Muhammad? What could be our answer for why wasn't she invited to the meeting? I'm not sure what the answer could be.
Because of his rude behavior.
Okay, because of her rude behavior, because she's rude.
Yes.
Okay, so Pachu, why wasn't she invited to the meeting?
Uh, she was not invited to the meeting because of her rude behavior.
Okay, now do you think it's a good idea to say meeting? Meeting? Does Is that the right way to say it, do you think? Meeting? She wasn't invited to the meeting? Is that how you usually end a sentence in English or a phrase? Going up high like that?
No,
No? How should you say
no. Meeting,
meeting?
meeting.
Meeting. Meeting. You could say meeting, meeting. You could say meeting. You could go high to low if you want, but you shouldn't go up at the end like that. Meeting. Try to say it in a low.
Yeah, yeah, it is my habit. I
That's
don't
okay.
know, but
That's okay.
yes,
Try to say it the other way. Try to say it this way.
is it meeting?
Meeting.
Meeting.
She wasn't invited to the meeting because of
She,
rude behavior.
she wasn't invited to the meeting
Meeting,
because of
not
her rude.
don't do meeting. Say meeting. Go down instead of up.
Okay, she was not invited to the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Meeting.
Really hard for you. She wasn't invited
No,
to the meeting. Mm-hmm.
no, my mind is not. Yeah, my mind want to do, but yeah, it is failing. It is
Yeah,
failing.
I can hear you fight.
So
You're fighting it.
yeah, my mind is saying which one I have to pick, first or second.
Meeting.
Yeah,
Don't go up. Just try to stay down. She wasn't invited to the meeting because of her rude behavior.
she was not invited to the meeting. Meeting
That's good. Because
because of her rude
because of her
behavior.
behavior.
Because of her rude behavior.
Muhammad, why wasn't she invited to the meeting?
She wasn't invited to the meeting because she's rude.
Because she's rude. Okay, the meeting or the meeting?
The meeting.
The meeting. To say it again.
She wasn't invited to the meeting because she was rude.
Okay, because she was rude. All right. Okay, let's move on to our next word here, which is glimpse. Muhammad, do you know that word glimpse? Have you seen that before?
Yes, a glimpse of a book, like a summary of the book.
Yeah, it's like a very quick look, a very quick look of something. Okay, very quick look. So let's see. It says glimpse, a quick or brief look at something. Mohammed, can you read the example sentence that we have up on the screen?
He got a glimpse of mountain peaks from airplane window.
Does that make sense to you? Do you understand the idea?
Yes,
So they're on the airplane,
a
and just
very
for 1 second, he saw the mountain peaks.
yes.
Okay. How would you say the first 4 words, Mohammed?
He got a glimpse,
Okay, and what do you think is the most important word in that phrase?
glimpse,
Glimpse, glimpse, glimpse.
glimpse.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh, how would you say? Can you see the words that I'm highlighting on the screen? Do you see all the words that I'm highlighting?
Yes.
Okay. How would you say all of those words as if it were one word?
He got a glimpse
Of the, and sometimes of just sounds like other, 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 other,
of the
sada, sada.
of the
Say, and because of starts with an you can start it with sa, sada, sada, sada. That's like here. Wait, sada, sada,
the
sa, 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 sada,
the
glimpsada.
glimpse glimpse the
Yeah, so the glimpse,
glimpse
that's
the
our big word though. So that's our superstar word. So we've got to make it big. Glimpsada.
glimpse the.
He got a glimpse of the.
He got a glimpse the.
Okay. Pachu, can you say that? He got a glimpse of the.
He got a glimpse the
Sada, sada, sada.
he he got a glimpse Sada.
He got a glimpse of the.
He got a glimpse the
Okay. Uh, Pachu, can you read the next 4 words? What are the next 4 words?
mountain peaks from the
Okay. Now, is it peaks or peaks? Which one do you think sounds better? Is this
is
a big sound or a little sound? That peaks.
the peaks
Mm-hmm.
peaks
Peaks. You should try to move your tongue back a little bit, or move your tongue up a little bit more. Peaks.
peaks
And that's good. That's a good
peaks
one. That was good. Peaks. Peaks.
peaks peaks
So read the 4 words. Mountain peaks from the.
mountain peaks from the
Okay, and which words are important in those 4 words?
the peaks and mountain
Well, peaks or peaks.
the peaks
Yeah. If you say
peaks
if you say peaks, that would be hard for people to understand what you're talking about. Because it's a very
okay
long sound. Peaks.
peaks
Yeah, that's better.
peaks
Yeah. Because if you say peaks, that's not so easy to understand. Okay.
yeah it is my usual
Yeah,
English.
that's okay though. We'll fix it.
Okay.
Okay. Now the word mountain. Mountain.
Yeah.
Which
It-
syllable has all of the power in that word?
yeah, people also says the mountain.
Mountain, 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 mountain. That's
Mo-
really that's
mountain.
that's a really hard sound for people to produce if they're not born with it. It's like
Yes.
it's like a little cough. It's like in.
Yeah, I think I cannot do it now.
It's
But
okay. You
yeah,
don't have to.
mountain.
Mountain,
Mountain.
mountain, mountain. It's really hard to do that sound for
Mountain. Mountain.
Yeah, it's better
It's
to
like
go ahead.
it's like mountain.
Mountain. Well, the problem is if you exaggerate, because that's kind of okay the way that you're doing it. Some people talk like that, but it doesn't sound very nice. It sounds like somebody who lives in the streets. It has to be a little bit softer. Mountain, mountain. If you say
Mountain.
Mountain.
yeah, because if you say mountain, that's a little bit ugly. It doesn't sound very nice if you say it mountain. That sounds like somebody
Yeah.
in London with a really ugly, in my opinion, a not so nice accent. But
Okay, so we say mountain. Okay.
that's better. It's better just to do that. I think that sounds much nicer than saying mountain, which some people
Okay.
say. Some people do talk like that. But I don't think you should try to talk like that on purpose. Wait, I have to fix my
Yes.
camera. I just went out of focus for some reason.
Yeah, blurring.
Okay, there we go. All right.
Okay.
So just say the T. Don't try to do that. I mean, it's not important. It sounds better if you don't do it. Mountain. Just say
Okay.
mountain.
Mountain.
But so which
Mountain.
syllable has all of the power in that word?
Mound.
Mound. Mound. Mound. Okay. All right. So we have mountain peaks from the mountain peaks from the
Mountain peaks for them.
from the from the from the from the
Mountain peaks from the.
he got a glimpse of the mountain peaks from the
He got a glimpse of the mountain peaks from the
peaks. Make it a little bit bigger.
peaks.
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 That was good. He got a glimpse of the mountain peaks from the
He got a glimpse of the mountain peaks from the
peaks. Make it big.
peaks.
He got a
Peaks.
glimpse of the mountain peaks from the
He got a glimpse of the mountain peaks from the.
Okay. Can you say that, Muhammad? He got a glimpse of the mountain peaks from the
He got a glimpse of the mountain peaks from the
Okay. And what about the final two words, Muhammad? What are the final two words?
airplane window.
Okay. Uh, which words are
Airplane.
airplane, window? Just airplane, or could we also emphasize window? Airplane, window. I don't think you have to emphasize window. Maybe just airplane. Okay. So in that word airplane, which part should we focus on?
Air.
Air. Air. Air.
Air.
How many sounds in the beginning? Air. How many sounds are there?
3.
Air. Well, how many vowel sounds? Air.
2.
2. Okay. So it's not just air. It's two sounds. Air. Air.
Air.
Airplane.
Airplane.
Airplane window.
Airplane window.
From the airplane window.
From the airplane window.
Mountain peaks from the airplane window.
Mountain peaks from the airplane window.
He got a glimpse of the.
He got a glimpse of the.
He got a glimpse of the mountain peaks from the airplane window.
He got a glimpse of the mountain peaks from the airplane window.
Uh-huh. Pachu, can you say airplane window?
airplane window.
Peeks from the airplane window.
Peeks from the airplane window.
He got a glimpse of the mountain peaks from the airplane window.
He got a glimpse of the mountain peaks from the air window.
From the airplane window.
From the airplane window.
Okay. How many phrases, Pachu, can we divide this sentence into, do you think?
Is it two?
Two? What are the two phrases?
He got a glimpse of the mountain peaks.
Okay, he got a glimpse of the mountain peaks from the airplane window. All right. Now, the 1st phrase here, he got a glimpse of the mountain peaks. How would you like it to sound? Would you like it to sound nice and happy, or would you like it to sound serious?
He's a happy.
Happy? Okay. So, how will we say the word peaks?
Oh, so high tone.
Only high?
High and low.
Yeah, well, you have,
All rise.
because normally you have to finish
Rise.
your phrase. You have to finish your phrase in a low tone. So this will have to be two things. It will have to go from high to low. Peaks, peaks,
Peaks.
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 hmm
Peaks.
And how will the phrase start?
Is a high tone.
High tone. He got a glimpse of the mountain peaks.
He got a glimpse of the mountain peaks.
Okay. Muhammad, can you say that phrase? He got a glimpse of the mountain peaks. Peaks.
He got a glimpse. He got a glimpse of the mountain peaks.
Okay. Now the final phrase from the airplane window, Muhammad, how will you like that to sound? Do you want that to sound nice and friendly, or do you want it to sound serious?
Friendly.
Friendly? Okay. So how will you pronounce the word airplane?
Is it friendly or friendly?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that, please?
Can I say it like friendly, not friendly? Is that common?
Uh, Friendly, not friendly? You mean like high, low, friendly, high, low, not friendly?
No, no, no. Friendly without D.
Oh, friendly. Friend. I would pronounce the D. Friendly, friendly. I don't think anybody would say friendly. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. Friendly, friendly, because actually, it's not the end of a syllable. It's not friendly. That D actually belongs to the second syllable. So you have to it's like the beginning of a sound, and you have to pronounce it dli, dli. That's why it's not optional here. Dli. Can you say
Yes,
dli?
yes.
Dli.
Yes, yes.
Dli. So friendly.
Friendly.
Yeah, that's why. Maybe if it were finishing the syllable, maybe it wouldn't be necessary to pronounce it. But this is beginning a syllable, so it's very important to
Yes, I ask that because in plural we say friends, not friends.
friends. See, but that.
We
mhm.
friend without D.
Yeah, but you see, here's a case where this is the end of a syllable and not the beginning of a syllable. Do you see the difference?
Yes.
And also because I'm not sure about that. Friends. Well, let's just leave it at that. That it's the end of a syllable, and for that reason, it's not so important. Okay, it's not the beginning.
Okay.
So what we have to do to make this sound friendly is to uh, add a little bit of a high tone to the beginning, to the important word air. But we have to finish our phrase in a low tone. So then we'll start going down and say airplane window.
From airplane window.
Okay, and how do we start our phrase?
He- From the airplane window.
Okay, we'll start
With high,
the
with high, high,
yeah.
high tone.
Yeah, because normally you'll start your phrase high. From the airplane window.
From the airplane window.
He got a glimpse of the mountain peaks from the airplane window.
You got a glimpse of the mountain peaks from the airplane window.
Pachu, can you say the final phrase from the airplane window?
From the airplane window.
Mm-hmm. He got a glimpse of the mountain peaks from the airplane window.
He got a glimpse of the mountain peaks from the airplane window.
Okay. Muhammad, can you make a what he get glimpse of question?
What did he get from the airplane window?
Oh, okay. What he get glimpse of? What he get glimpse of?
What did he get
Mm-hmm.
when he a glimpse of what did he get from the airplane window?
Okay, so
Or
he got, let's start with this. He got a glimpse of the mountains from the airplane window. Can you see what I'm writing on the video?
yes,
Okay, he got a glimpse of the mountains from the airplane window. How would you make a yes no question with he got a glimpse of the mountains from the airplane window?
did he get a glimpse
Mhm.
from the airplane window?
Okay, did he get a glimpse of the mountains from the airplane window? Say that again.
Did he get a glimpse of the mountains from the airplane window?
Okay, did he get a glimpse of the mountains from the airplane window? All right. See, now we have our question form, right? Okay, here's our question form. Statement form. He got a glimpse. Question form. Did he get a glimpse? Okay. Now we're going to make a what question. All right. So we're going to eliminate this idea of mountains, okay? You see what I'm doing on the screen? Can you see that?
Yes.
I'm going to reposition this so it's easier to see. Okay. So all you do now is add the word what. What?
What did he get a glimpse of from the airplane window?
That's right. What did he get a glimpse of from the airplane window? Can you say that again?
What did he get a glimpse of from the airplane window?
Okay, now in your question, what is the most important word?
What?
Okay, so we'll make it bigger. What? What? What?
What?
How would you say what plus did plus he?
What did he?
What did he? What did he?
What did he?
What did he get a?
What did he get?
What did he get a glimpse of?
What did he get a glimpse of?
Okay, now you see we have uh, this weird situation where you have the word of coming up against the word from. That's very strange. So that's a good time to pause. What did he get a glimpse of from the airplane window?
What did he get a glimpse of from the airplane window?
Pachu, can you make that question? How would you ask that question?
What did he get a glimpse of from the airplane window?
What did he get a glimpse of from the airplane window? There's a little pause because that's very strange to have the preposition of and then to have the preposition from. hitting each other. So that's a good place to make a little pause. What did he get a glimpse of from the airplane window?
What did he get a glimpse of from the airplane window?
Okay. And what is the answer, Pachu?
He got a glimpse of the mountains from the airplane window.
Okay. He got a glimpse of the mountains from the airplane window. Uh, Mohammed, what did he get a glimpse of from the airplane window?
He got a glimpse of the mountains from the airplane window.
Okay, that's good. All right, we're doing one more and then we're finished for today.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring this up. Pachu, do you know this word resilient? Have you ever seen that before? Resilient?
Yes.
What does that mean? Resilient.
Resilient means uh, again into action, a hard time, but
Mm-hmm.
he returned
Yeah, so
from,
having a difficult time, but being okay. Uh,
yeah,
returning from your bad time. Uh,
yes, returning, yeah.
recovering. Maybe recover is a good word. Recovering from your bad experience. Resilient.
Recovering from bad experience, yes.
Pachu, can you read the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words?
And this word is also, yeah, for me.
What?
And this word represents for me also,
Oh,
because
you had
lot of
two
things.
representative words. You had intrude,
Yeah,
and
into the resilient.
resilient. So,
Yeah,
are you
I want.
resilient?
Yes, I want to be resilient.
You want to be, or you are?
I want to.
You want to
Yes.
be. Okay. Can you say the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words?
She is resilient and stayed in.
And okay,
Yeah,
what are the important words in that phrase?
the resilient,
Only,
resilient,
only resilient.
and stay positive.
Okay, actually,
Pos-
you're right. You're right. State is not important, but it must be pronounced in a long way. Why? There's a special reason why this word must be pronounced in a big way.
yeah, is a D.
Because of the D. Okay, because of this D, this vowel sound is very, very long. So let's, even though it's not an important word, let's highlight it like it's important to remind ourselves that it must be pronounced in a very long way. So it's not state, it's stayed.
Stayed,
Stayed,
stayed.
stayed. It's a very big, big sound. Okay. Now, in that word resilient, where is the syllable with all of the power? Resilient.
Zil,
Zil.
zillion,
Resilient. Zil.
resilient.
Resilient. I think we just say z.
Zil.
Okay. Uh, and how about the word positive? Let's add that word positive to our phrase. Where is that an important word, Pachu? Positive.
Yes.
Okay. And where is all of the emphasis in that word?
So positive,
In the
pause,
front.
pause.
Okay. All right. So this would be a little bit of a challenge. She's resilient and stayed positive.
She is resilient and stayed positive.
Mm-hmm. Say it again.
She is resilient and stayed positive.
Okay, is it stayed or stayed?
Stayed,
That's important.
stayed.
If you want to really improve the way that people understand you or the way that you sound, that's a really important thing to recognize. Some of these vowel sounds can be very, very long. She's resilient and stayed positive.
She's resilient and stayed positive.
Okay. Mohammed, are you familiar with that word resilient?
Yes.
So do you understand what does that sentence mean to you? She is resilient and stayed positive.
She is not affected by losing her job.
Yeah, she's still happy. She's still in a good mood. She's not depressed, right? She doesn't let bad things affect her. Can you say that phrase? She's resilient and stayed positive.
Is resilient and stayed positive.
Okay. What are the last words of that phrase?
Even after losing her job.
Which words would you say are important in that phrase? Even after losing her job.
Losing a job.
Okay. But I think also even.
Okay.
What's the difference between saying after losing her job and even after losing her job?
Putting emphasis.
Yeah, so the whole point of that word even is to emphasize, to make a point, right? Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Do you understand why that could be a very important word?
Yes.
Okay. When we say losing, where is all of the emphasis in that word? Where's all the power?
First losing first syllable.
Losing. It's in the first syllable. Okay. How would you pronounce losing plus her plus job like one word?
Losing her job.
Losing her job. Losing her job.
Losing losing her job.
Okay. In the word even, where is all of the emphasis? Which syllable has all of the emphasis?
Even first one.
Okay, even. Even. So that's really big. Even after.
Even after.
Okay, but don't forget that if a word starts with a vowel sound, it will usually take the sound of the word in front of it. So it would be pronounced nafter. Nafter.
Even after.
Yeah,
Even after.
they connect. Even after.
Even after.
Even after.
Even after.
Even after losing her job.
Even after losing her job.
She's resilient and stayed positive even after losing her job.
She is resilient and stayed positive even after losing her job.
Pachu, can you say, how would you pronounce losing plus her plus job like one word?
Losing her job.
Losing her job.
Losing her job.
Even after losing her job.
Even after losing her job.
And can you say even? Make it bigger.
Even.
Even after
Even.
losing her job.
Even after losing her job.
Okay. She's resilient and stayed positive even after losing her job.
She's resilient and stayed positive even after losing her job.
Okay. How many phrases can we divide this sentence into, Pachu?
Is a make two.
Two? What are the two phrases?
So she's resilient and stayed positive.
Okay. And then even after
Yeah.
your job. All right.
Even after losing.
Pachu, the first phrase, she's resilient and stayed positive. How do you want that to sound? Do you want it to sound nice and friendly, or do you want it to sound serious?
It is serious.
Serious? Okay. So what color will the word positive be?
It's a blue and the low tone.
Okay, so that's a blue, so that means it's a low tone if it's blue. And then how will the rest of this sound?
And the rest is all in high red.
Okay, so it's something like, she's resilient and stayed positive.
She is resilient and stayed positive.
Mm-hmm. Mohammed, can you say that? She's resilient and stayed positive.
She's resilient and stayed positive.
Okay, and then Mohammed, in the last phrase, how would you like that to sound? Do you want it to sound nice and friendly, or do you want it to sound serious?
Serious.
Serious, okay. So that means we'll finish this word job just on a low tone, blue. But how will we start our phrase? Will that be high or low?
High.
High, okay. So, uh, even after losing her job.
Even after losing her job.
She's resilient and stayed positive, even after losing her job.
She's resilient and stayed positive, even after losing her job.
Okay. Let's see. Mohammed, can you make a how she react when lose her job question? This is a complicated question. How she react when lose her job?
How she has reacted
Uh-huh.
when she lost her job.
Do simple past, not simple present. Let's do that because it's really illogical uh, to use present perfect in this situation because it's already finished, and present perfect means it's not finished, it's still open somehow. So how would you, if, let's see, she, let's do simple past. She reacted blank after she lost her job. Okay, so the thing we don't know is how did she react? Okay, but how would you make a question with this information?
How did she react after she lost her job?
That's right. Uh-huh. And what is your most important word in that question?
How?
How? How? So that should be a big word. How?
How?
And then if you add plus did plus she, how would that be pronounced together?
How did she?
How did she? How did she? How did she?
How did she?
How did she react after she lost her job?
How did she react after losing her job?
Okay. Pachu, can you make that question?
How did she react after she lost her job?
Okay. How did she react after she lost her job?
How did she react after she lost her job?
Try to whistle a little bit more when you say she. She.
Okay, she.
Mm.
How how, how did she react after she lost her job?
How did she react after she lost her job? Okay. What is the answer, Pachu?
She is resilient and stayed positive even after she lost her job.
Okay, so she's resilient and stayed positive even after losing her job. Say it again.
She is resilient. She is resilient and stayed positive even after losing her job.
Mohammed, how did she react after she lost her job?
She was resilient and stayed positive even after losing her job.
Okay, perfect. All right, well, I think we have to finish here for today. And tomorrow morning, definitely, I will not be doing something because I have an appointment. But we'll have to see about in the evening. So from now on, though, the first two people to write, I want to practice. Those are the two people we will choose. Okay. All right.
Okay, count me on.
Count me in. Count me in. That means include me. Count me in.
Okay,
Count me.
okay.
All right. Well, thank you for
Because I don't because I don't get a Discord notification.
Okay, I don't know how that works. I really don't know how to use Discord.
Mm.
But so even if you put it in YouTube, okay, I'll put it in for you if if you want. But just say at least in YouTube or in Discord, say, okay, I want to practice. So that way we have a fair way of making this happen for everyone. Okay. All right. Well,
Okay,
thank you everyone for your questions and comments. Thank you for watching, and I hope you come back when we return. I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow night. I will try, but let's see. I can't make any promises right now. Okay, but definitely on Sunday.
okay.
Definitely on Sunday. All right. Have a good night, everyone. Goodbye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Good night.
Bye bye.